Good morning. You may like and subscribe if you wish. It really does not make a difference. God's will shall be done. Or should I say, Yahweh's will shall be done. What is, and will forever be. Yahweh is the time and space in which life exists. Yahweh is eternity. Do not allow the evils of the past to destroy your belief in Yahweh. For what is 1,000 years to you is the blink of an eye to Yahweh. Nothing escapes the judgment of Yahweh. Let me begin by saying, to be a spiritual warrior, your feet must be planted in the truth. As the Bible states, you can have no other God before Yahweh. Understand this. If you are a black Christian, or you call yourself a black Muslim, you are worshiping a false God. So don't consider yourself, well, you can consider yourself whatever you want to, but what is. Christianity is the religion of the colonizers and enslavers. Islam is the religion of slavers, people who go out and capture slaves. They are slavers. Neither of these groups of people are worthy of becoming spiritual warriors. They are not spiritual warriors. They are people who have been deceived. Understand one thing. To be a spiritual warrior, your feet must be planted on solid ground. Which is to say, you can't be on drugs, and you can't be an alcoholic and be a spiritual warrior. You can't. Your feet must be planted on the solid ground of truth. Your mind must be your mind at all times. If you are a spiritual warrior, one way to tell is that when you hear the truth, you will feel a vibration, which is acknowledgement that you're hearing the truth. But before that even happens, you have to have the common sense necessary to separate truth from a lie. This is called being passable. You have to pass by lies to be capable of seeing the truth. This calls for reasoning. This is why you cannot be under the influence of drugs and alcohol. You must be of a clear mind to have clear vision. Understand this. The goal of Hebrew Israelites is to create a utopia. It is to create a utopia. Now, understand this. Perfection is impossible. A utopia is not perfection. It is to strive for perfection. A utopia strives for perfection. A utopia strives for perfection. Perfection is the light at the end of the tunnel. To strive for perfection is to strive to be God-like. It is to strive to be God-like. This is the religion of Hebrew Israelites. It is called Kemetic philosophy. Kemetic philosophy. Why is this religion called Kemetic philosophy? The word philosophy? Because philosophy goal is to know all things. To know all things is to strive for perfection. To know all things is to strive for perfection. To strive for perfection allows knowledge to build up, build up, build up. Any religion that claims to know the truth or to be the end all is limited. It limits itself. Anytime you say you know everything, you have done what? You have limited yourself. Philosophy does not limit itself. It builds upon what is known. In other words, it goes from the known to the unknown. It goes from the known to the unknown. Our religion is Kemetic philosophy. Our religion is Kemetic philosophy. It is not the Egyptian mystery system. Egypt is like a cup of coffee that too much cream has been poured into, which weakens the coffee. To be a spiritual warrior, you must search for truth. You have to search for truth. In fact, you should be searching for truth before you even came to this video. Curiosity is a tool of necessity that is the creative instinct in the individuals. Necessity is the mother of invention. Curiosity is its tool. I've stated, I'm not sure if I've stated it or not so far, but to be a spiritual warrior is not one who looks to dissolve the human body. A spiritual warrior is one who dissolves the astral body. The human body covers the astral body. The astral body covers the soul, and the soul covers the spirit, which is the animating force within us. Spiritual warrior, Your job will be not to dissolve the human body. It will be to dissolve astral bodies, thereby leaving the souls naked in preparation of Judgment Day. It is, of course, necessary to follow the 10 Commandments, but there are 10 commandments that the spiritual warriors must follow. This is the creed of the spiritual warriors. Before the eyes can see, they must be incapable of tears. Before the ears can hear, they must have lost their sensitivity. Before the voice can speak in the presence of the masters, it must lose its ability to wound. And before one can stand in the presence of the masters, their feet must be washed in the blood of the heart. Now I will explain this to you. Before the eyes can see, they must be incapable of tears. This means selfishness, feeling sorry for yourself. Selfishness and feeling sorry for yourself. Before the ears can hear, they must lose their sensitivity. Once you know something is true, you do not allow anyone to question it. Once you know something is true, you do not allow anyone to question it. You do not allow anyone to tell you who you are, what you are supposed to be doing, what you should be doing. And if you notice on satanic people who do not have the foundation of truth, they always go to name calling and insults. You must rise above that. You must rise above the name calling and the insults. Do not lower yourself into that state of being. Before the ears can hear, they must be incapable of wounding. And what that means is simple. Listen. Listen. Listen before you speak. If you don't understand, ask a question. Do not attack or accuse anyone of anything if you do not have proof and verification. And when you have proof and verification, you are not attacking, you are presenting the truth. And if the truth hurts them, that is their business. This is someone that you should not trust anyway. You do not lower yourself to name calling. You do not become emotional. Emotional is what people become when they don't have the truth and when repeating the lie no longer serves its purpose. Before you can stand in the presence of the master, your feet must be washed in the blood of the heart. What this means is you must control your desires. Desires such as greed, jealousy, envy, the need to attack. All of that must be controlled. You must have self-control before you can stand in the presence of the master. And this means, and where do all the emotions come from? They come from your heart. Your mind must control your heart. When your mind controls your heart, you can see with your eyes. When your mind controls your ears, no longer do you become sensitive. When your mind controls your mouth, you will listen before you speak. All of this is to wash the feet in the blood of the heart. Why the feet? Because your feet must be on solid ground. Your feet must be on solid ground. You can't be on drugs. You can't be an alcoholic. You don't have mental balance. And people, and I'm going to tell you something. When you get into the metaphysical reality, you have to have mental balance. Mental balance is a must when you are studying things spiritual, metaphysical. You see, drugs give people a false illusion that they are somewhere that they are not. But when you enter the astral world, you have to know how to go and come back. People on drugs, they get there and they don't understand where they're at. Because we're talking about a different plane of being. A different plane of being that exists right here. That exists in this reality. There are many realities in this reality. With that, I'm going to stop for now. And I think probably in the next video, I will give you the 10 spiritual commandments. Understand this, but you have to follow the basic 10 commandments as laid down by Moses. You don't climb to the top. You don't jump to the top. You get there by steps. With that, have a nice day, and I'll communicate with you later. One way or the other. Understand this. This is Kemetic philosophy, our religion. The human body is a trap. We are more powerful outside of the human body. Once we are aware of what is going on and we reach a level of spiritual acumen. When we reach a level of spiritual acumen, it doesn't matter whether this body is dissolved or not. You just enter a different space of being. But you will still be able to affect this space. So with that, like and subscribe. I mean, I'm not really worried about it, but like and subscribe. At least like, and like and subscribe. Me telling you not to subscribe, and like is being arrogant. It's being spiritually arrogant. So like and subscribe so that other people will get this message. And if you don't want to subscribe, then just like it so that the algorithms will pick up and other people will be able to see it. With that, God bless and have a great day.